Come on, son.
Raphael's on the track.
Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Hey, I know who it is, man. It's your boy Cyhi The Prince, and you're listening to Come On, Son, the podcast show with my partner Ed Lover. Hey.
What up, y'all? Said Lover. This is Come On, Son, the podcast brought to you by Cigars International. For all your cigar needs, go to cigarsinternational.com. That's cigarsinternational.com. Enter the promo code ED10OFF and get 10 off your entire order. As we get closer to Christmas, we'll be hiking that up to 25%. So for all you cigar aficionados like myself, please go to cigarsinternational.com for all your cigar needs. And also locally here, Nissan South and Mara, 6889 Jonesboro Road. Joining me in the studio right now, my man Ja from Bossip.com, of course.
Yeah.
This is my dude right here. And also, we are going to be talking to a Grammy-nominated music artist, a dude that's been around for a long time. I met dude a long time ago here in Atlanta. We was at a party, one of the rooftop parties. I forgot the name of the spot. It used to be hot. Twist.
Oh, Twist.
Twist.
Yeah,
We was
yeah,
at Twist on the rooftop.
Uh-huh.
I remember talking to dude, and it's been going on for so many years, man. I've been waiting for this music project, keeping up on all his mixtapes, and now the album, No Dope on Sunday, is finally out. And listen, folks, y'all know me. Y'all know how much I love hip-hop. And you know I'm not going to tell you shit is dope if it ain't dope. If you don't have No Dope on Sunday, you're fucking killing yourself right
Man,
now.
tell
Cyhi
him.
The Prince is
Right.
in the building.
Right.
What up, brother?
Thank you.
How you doing, man? One of the
great,
dopest
man, great.
MCs, like a real MC.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Like you're a real MC. Like I've
Yes.
watched you body BT ciphers, like murder motherfuckers.
Right,
and then
right.
as soon as I saw, I was like, I'm watching on TV. I'm like, that looks like Cyhi.
Right.
Like, oh shit, here it come. Body the game, brother.
Yes,
How you
yes.
been, bro?
I'm great, man. Blessed, highly favored, man. I'm just excited. The album's out. It's being received well, critically acclaimed. So I'm blessed, man. I have no complaints.
Long time coming, huh?
Yes. long
9
time coming.
mixtapes.
Yeah, I had about 9 mixtapes. Yeah, that was just the journey of someone who put in those hours. The devil was definitely working, but we here now.
How did Seidel Young become Cyhi The Prince? I like to ask people, when did you get bit by hip hop? What did you hear that made you say, I want to rhyme?
Well, I think I wasn't a great reader growing up. So I used to be like the class clown. So my teachers was like, that was their way of repaying me. Like, yo, read the
You go
third
up there.
paragraph and stand up and read it. We were there. You know what I mean? So it was like,
Damn.
you can't even read. Sit your ass down.
Dirty
So-
game.
So I just always wanted to get revenge on that. So I used to write poems to, girls trying to work on my joint to show them I ain't really that slow. You know what I mean? So one of my partners just ended up hearing one of the poems that the teacher had like confiscated or something, read out loud to try to embarrass somebody. He's like, man, that poem you wrote, old girl, was incredible. Like, incredible. He's like, bro, you never tried to rap. This is like in the 8th grade.
Okay.
He from Philly. I'm like, nah, let me try to write. So he just end up, yo, bro, do this, turn your raps like this, beat on the table like this tempo, and just kind of. So I was like, oh, okay.
So who are you listening to? Like musically, what's going on with you
Well,
when you're in the 8th grade?
At this time, I couldn't listen to rap. That was the difference. Like I might have heard it like in the club, but I couldn't like buy my own CD. Like not in my house. My mom wasn't here. She wasn't having it. So this the coldest part. The dude from Philly, after he done taught me how to rap for about 8 months, we have a freestyle battle at the end of the year, and he raps this song. How you like me now? I go blow. This the shit that move crowds, making every ghetto foul. I might have took your first child, scarred your life, crippled your style. I gave you power. I made you buck wild.
Wow.
This nigga turned into a gun on me in the middle of the common area. Like, we having a big freestyle battle. I done killed 7, 8 people. He destroys me. 4 years later, I'm riding in my partner car, and I hear, how you like me now? I go, blah. I'm like, oh, you got my partner CD. He like, boy, you know Nas? I'm like, Nas?
How
I'm like,
he-
bro, this my partner CD. He like,
Right.
no, bro, this is Nas. So in the 8th grade, when Nas was the lyricist of the year, I was battling Nas because my partner was rapping all his raps.
Oh, wow.
He perpetrated a whole
Yeah,
fraud.
and made me a monster. You know what I'm
How did he get his hands on those rhymes?
Because he from Philly, so I
He
guess
knew what it was.
He knew more to like. He used to rap me like Big L raps. and-
Right, oh, okay.
But I used to think they was his raps.
But Nas must have dropped that on a mixtape before he ever put it on a freestyle.
Nas might have. That was on his album.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it was written.
It
So
was
that was
written.
like
Yeah,
96, 97?
Yeah, 96. Yeah,
Okay.
back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So
But you had no idea it was a Nas rhyme.
I mean, I think it might have been out for about a year or two.
Right,
But I just
yeah.
no idea because from the South we listen to UGK,
Right.
Triple C's. We ain't had like the internet where you could like.
Okay.
You know, when I got Reasonable
Wow.
Doubt, somebody had to burn it from New York, drive it down here, give it to me. It was like, wow, this is Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
it was like that. So I think that's kind of was my transition into doing hip hop and rapping was when this dude was just drilling me, you know what I mean, all through the 8th grade year with different raps from different legends, and I thought it was this 8th grader. I was like, man, how's this 8th grader sound like a scholar?
That's crazy.
You know, back then Nas would sound like a whole
Yeah.
scholar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This boy was 14, sounding like a scholar. I was like, boy, you are intelligent. Why you in the slow class with me?
You can rap like this.
Yeah, if you
So that
rap
just
like
made you
this-
work on your game a lot
Yeah,
harder.
yeah. And then I was just, after that, I was just the best in my city. You know what I mean? As far as like on a lyrical level. So I just stuck with it.
So Stone Mountain, Georgia is where you from.
Yeah, Stone Mountain.
Anybody
Georgia.
else ever come out of Stone Mountain, Georgia?
Well, Stone Mountain is like, it's mixed between Stone Mountain and Decatur. So
Okay.
like Swiss Beats went to my school, Lala, Jagged Edge,
Right.
me. Like I'm really from like the whole DeKalb County, like Gucci Man,
Right.
You know, Future, 21 Savage. That's the side of town where all the artists come from.
Okay.
The super dope ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
man. So you go on and you start creating. When did you catch the ear for your first record deal? What was your first record deal like?
Man, my first record deal. See, I used to be signing some street dudes, right? So I had a few record deals. They didn't go all the way through because the people didn't want to deal with the dudes I was signed
Oh, really?
to. Yeah, I mean, I've been offered over about 30 deals. Yeah, I've been like to me, I've been the best rapper that the industry's known for about, I would say, a good 10, 15 years.
Oh, wow.
It's just the people in the streets probably didn't know it because I never got out the industry because it was like different gangsters and stuff like, nah, we want 75%. It's like, we can't give you 75%.
Right.
Or 90%. Like,
Right, yeah. It's
you
not,
know,
So
they
it's
don't
not
even
gonna
know
happen.
what's
On a business level, that's not gonna happen.
Are these the
Sorry,
dudes
Chief.
that are financing your music?
Yeah, I
financing
mean,
you in the
I got
studio?
put out the house early. Like, so I was young. I was in the street about 14, 15. So it was like, these dudes like helping me get money, and we was
Right.
just like a family. So it was just like they didn't know how good I was until everybody started offering me so much money. So they made us get in this group, and my first deal was with Noonie and Jazzy Faye at Show Nuff.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had our deal through Shakir at Def Jam. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Shaq.
When- you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when he passed away, us and Jeezy got signed at the same time. It
Okay.
was like this young
Damn.
group. Then it was
What's the
Jeezy.
name of the group?
Hoodlum.
Okay.
So it was a group called Hoodlum from Stone Atlanta, Decatur area. So then, that went through. That didn't go right because like I said, the street stuff was involved. They
And then
want more
Shakir wasn't
funds.
there
And
anymore
then
to push
Shakir
that
was-
through.
Exactly, because
Right.
Shakir was the one that could
Would've
kind of
tightened all
like
of that
talk
up,
to him.
right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Could
So-
get L.A. Reid to do what he knew was
Yeah.
going to pop. Shakir Stewart, for all of y'all that
And
don't
talk
know.
to the gangsters.
Yeah.
That's
And talk
Yeah,
to the gangsters.
Shakir
and make
could
it
be
all
the
come together.
conduit
Yeah.
between the gangsters and the record label. Shakir's responsible for a lot of the great music that you heard coming out on Def Jam at the time.
Exactly. So after that, I kind of had to pay my way out of that because I understood that was what was
You had to
holding me
pay
back.
your way out.
Yeah. I mean, and a few fist fights. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's better now because after that, once I paid it, I got a deal.
Do you
from
mind telling
Akon.
us how much you had to pay to get out of that deal?
I think it was like 75.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I gave that was my advance 75, but I had already kind of hustled up some street money, kind of
Okay.
add on top of that. But my advance was like 75 grand, so I got the advance from Akon. That's when I was doing the deal with him,
Right.
And then I gave it to them, and that's kind of what catapults me into like my solo career.
Okay, now you would think Akon being behind Lady Gaga, so many hit records, wasn't T-Pain on Convict Music?
Yep.
You would think that Cyhi The Prince would flourish. Were you Cyhi The Prince when you were with
Yeah,
Hulu?
yeah.
Okay, you would think Cyhi The Prince would flourish on Convict Music. Why
Right.
didn't that happen?
Cause everybody wanted to sign me because they knew I could rap very well, but when it came to making music, they wanted me to make like trap music. 'Cause I'm
Even
from Atlanta.
Akon?
Yeah. Because I'm from Atlanta, so it was like that's what's
That's
popping.
what's going
you know,
on.
that's what's working. I'm like, I love like hip hop. Like I like to rap on different kind of beats. I don't just want to rap at 1 BPM the whole album. Like
Right.
that
Right.
ain't what I do, boss. So it's like that was our big thing, bumping heads. Like, man, we gotta work this at radio, man. You gotta work this at. We gotta do this. You gotta be. I'm like, man, I make genuinely good music. I make great bodies of work. Promote that, and we just kept butting heads on it. You know what I'm saying? But I was dropping mixtapes that was crashing the internet. Like they had to re-put it up like 2, 3
Right.
times. So I always knew I was something special. It's just I didn't do it the way they wanted to monetize it on radio and different things of that nature. So they fell out with me. They was like, man, we just not gonna, move your stuff. We gonna put you like on the shelf or whatever you want to call it. So I just tried to find some dudes in the city who was doing real hip hop. And that's when I ran across, Yellow Wolf and the guy Pill and Big Crits. And that's what this early J. Cole days. So we started doing a lot of music together. And I did the song with Yellow Wolf and Pill.
Right.
I wish. I wish your motherfucker would tell me I ain't hip hop.
Right.
You ain't hip hop. Like, we did that. And somehow Kanye seen that. And he watched the whole video to the third verse. And it was my verse. And he was like, whoever that is on that third verse is the coldest nigga ever.
You talked about the kind of songs they wanted you to make at the time. How do you look at songwriting? What's your approach to songwriting? Because I know there's a lot of MCs who are dope on the mic, who have great verses, who I would say probably aren't the best songwriters.
Right.
And I feel like on No Dope on Sunday, I mean on your mixtapes as well, but I feel like especially on No Dope on Sunday, you put together good records, like
Right.
good songs. So what's your approach to just getting off 1,000,000 bars and approaching a song, a record where you want to make a point and make it cohesive and make something that people can want to listen to over and over again?
I think more so about songwriters, more so about concepts. Like, I'm very conceptual. Like I can't, I don't have writer's block. I have like concept block. Like if I don't have a concept, I can't write.
Right.
Like, I'm not a dude who can really just
Right for no reason.
Yeah. Now I do have I can do like freestyle, but
I see you do a lot of freestyles.
Yeah,
so
but
you-
I hate it. Like I hate it because it's no focus. It's no
Right.
message really. It's just showing how prolific I am at putting words
talking
together.
some shit,
Yeah, talking
man.
some shit, you know what I mean? But I like to change
Well,
lives.
it don't matter. You're going to give us a freestyle today. You can say that shit all day. You can give me a freestyle.
Nah, but that's kind of where I get it from. Like,
Okay.
just being that type of guy where the concepts has always stood out. And that was my thing. I used to fail all my classes, but I used to ace the school projects. That was like my thing, science fair, all that. I
Right.
used to love
The
that.
thinking
so-
part, the real thinking, put it together.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I wasn't that good in school though. That's why I'm fascinated with concepts. So,
Being
yeah.
smart and being good in school are not mutually exclusive.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because it's weird to be such a dope MC, but not good in school.
Right.
That's weird. Was
Yeah,
was
it's
English
weird.
a standout class for you in school?
That was the only thing I probably did good in.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Literature. Yeah.
Okay, so you go on and Kanye, here's your verse. Did he reach out to you? How did y'all get in touch with each other?
No ID got in touch with Greg Street, and Greg put me on the phone, and I was in Hawaii 5 days later.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No ID is an instrumental part in a lot of people's
In a
careers.
lot of shit, ain't he?
A lot of people's careers.
And a
No
lot
ID.
of shit.
Shout
So
out to No ID.
when you get to Hawaii, what is Kanye working on at the time when you get to Hawaii?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just there. I seen Ross. I seen S1. I just seen the greats. I seen Nicki come through. Man, I remember I first seen it. I was like, God, she is really that beautiful in real life. It was like she was like a real Barbie, like in real life. I was like, okay, this is weird. Alicia Keys sung her part pregnant in the booth.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was just thing I was seeing like, wow.
What did he tell you he wanted you to do? Like that how was that? What was that conversation about?
When I first got there, I walked in the room, it was him and Amber, and he was playing my whole mixtape. Like, this is crazy, rapping the word. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
That's a hell of a way to meet Kanye
You know what I'm
West.
saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Like, this is crazy, right? So then he was like, yo, I'm about to go to the movies. I got this record. Like, we might have been there for about an hour. And then he was like, yo, I'm about to go to the movies. I got this record I want you to help me on. I'm like, okay. He like, pull it up. It's so appalled. He like, yo, see if you can think of a hook for me or something to say in the hook part. I'm like, okay, cool. So he leaves. He leave me with the engineer, and I just, kind of helped, thought of some stuff for the hook. But then it was like we was here. I was super excited. I was like, told the engineer, take me 8 minutes into the beat. Because his verse was like at the first minute or two. I told him put me at the end, like 8 minutes, 'cause I just wanted to write a rap.
Right.
Like I was like, I'm here. I just want to write a rap. I wrote a rap and put it like 8 minutes at the end of the song. So he was playing Jay-Z and the beat. Like Jay-Z, he wanted Jay-Z on the song.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, yo, check the song out. So I guess after his verse and the hook, he didn't stop the record. I guess they were still talking while
Right.
the music playing. And the grace of God, that shit went through for 8 minutes. And my verse just
That's
abruptly
crazy.
comes in. And they like, what the fuck going on? Who the fuck got the verse on it? Like, because he
Right.
don't play that. Like, you'll never come to
Right. Who put that fucking verse on my shit without asking me
Yeah,
permission?
yeah.
Exactly. And then when the verse went out, he told me, man, Beyonce said, whoever that is, you need to sign.
Oh, wait a minute. Jay-Z was there?
Yeah, Jay-Z was there with Beyonce. So I left, and he was still in Hawaii when I left.
Right.
Jay-Z came down after I left. And I guess he was playing on the album, telling me this is what I want you to get on. And that's how he was.
And the name of that song is?
So appalled.
Okay.
So he was already there listening to it. Jay-Z was listening to it just to get on it. And Beyonce was just in the room.
And she co-signed this.
Yeah, she was like, whoever that is, you need to sign him. And 2 weeks later, he was like, man, thank Beyonce. I was like, okay.
Oh, wow.
So everywhere I go, I thank Beyonce.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
did that verse end up being the verse on So Appalled?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the
wow.
verse.
And you just put it on there on a humble.
on a humble. Like if I would have knew Jay-Z, Pusha, all these people would have been, I would have really sat down and been like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, for everybody that's listening to this, that's a rapper. Like that worked out for Cyhi. Don't just go
Yeah,
run up in people's
yeah,
session
yeah.
and just start thinking
Throwing
you
your
gonna
verses
put.
in.
You just go-
Yeah.
That worked out for
'Cause
Cyhi. He
that's
said the
kinda,
grace
you
of
know, you
God
think
brought
about it,
that
that's
Cyhi
kind
The
of
Prince.
bold for the engineer to even allow you to do that.
Sure.
Because he could have been like, Mr. West does not want
Right.
anybody on his tracks doing anything.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
just let you go, and it ended up working out for
Yeah,
you.
because when I rapped the verse, the engineer was like, damn, that shit was hard.
That was all right.
That is a crazy.
The crazy thing is the engineer is still his engineer to this day. He was like it was 3 engineers down there that was like going back and forth.
Right.
And the one who recorded that is like his main engineer right now.
So you got to think him and Beyonce.
Yeah. But even him, he was trying to get his spot. Like
Right.
that was something that probably
Yeah, that was a chancy
that
move
was
for
a
him.
chance move. Yeah, he's like, I'm
so-
gonna take this risk, and if it pay
Yeah.
off, and like, I guess it worked out for both of y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
hell yeah, because he could have got fired.
Hell yeah, he
Instead,
coulda got
like,
fired.
let this ride. I
He
told
was
him,
like, who
motherfucker,
did it?
help
Right.
me work on this fucking
Right,
song. Not
right,
coming
right.
here and audition and shit. I
He didn't
heard
record
him rap
himself. Who did it?
Because I know his goddamn. So
Yeah.
he had to be on the fence then.
Right,
Because
right.
even though he brought you down there to help with my Dark Twisted Fantasy and was playing your mixtape and going crazy over it, he still had to be on the fence about whether or not he wanted to sign you.
Right,
So that
right.
fucking co-sign from Beyonce
that's
was
big.
crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, so
Crazy.
have you? I know you've written stuff for Kanye. What was the first time Kanye rejected something that you wrote, and how did that conversation go?
I mean, that's probably every song.
Right.
I reject stuff he writes. I was
True
like,
that.
I don't think that's gonna go.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's why we're there together. Like,
Right.
now he makes the ultimate final decision. Like, if he still likes it, then
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, and we find a way to make that part better. But I mean, it's always back and forth. It's always brainstorming. It's always dialogue being had between me, him, the producers, other people who may come in and help.
Right.
So it's really just a brainstorming mission. It's not like you're writing for like Lil Bow Wow, like when he was little. Like,
Here, read this.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
say
Yeah,
it
like
right,
Jermaine
right,
Dupri
yeah.
writing for Bow Wow.
Yeah, it ain't that.
I crafted a song.
nah, it's just
Here you go.
if the beat was on in here and you Kanye, all of us would be like, hey, no, say as instead of if. Oh, say
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's a
And you
collaborative
freestyle.
effort.
Yeah. It ain't just
Okay.
like write everything and be like, here
And
you go.
here's your verse, Kanye.
Yeah.
Say this
Because I
verse.
think what people are misconstruing is they thinking like Kanye crafts a beat and then goes, okay, Cyhi, write me a song to this.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not
Nah,
like
it
that.
ain't that.
It's everybody collaborating. It's not like when Nas wrote Get Jiggy With It for Will Smith.
Yeah,
It's
it
Right,
ain't that.
yeah.
Or-
Will, here's your
or-
song.
Or
Yeah, here's the
Jay-Z
song.
did Still Dre.
Still Dre, right?
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
5 records on Foxy's first album. You
Exactly.
know?
Now
that.
I've done that for certain people.
Right, for
but
sure. Right, yeah.
Not for Ye. He's like, it'd be crazy. People think he can't do. I'm like, man, that man. Hey, when he be having me in there, I be like, man, what? I don't even ask questions because I know how dope he is.
Right.
Like we don't even have to be in here. I don't know why. I think the reason why he really got us in there because he like to be creative on a lot of different things. So he just don't want to be stuck in the studio. And only could do rap. He like to do shoes, design, hotels, all the other stuff. But he need people to help him in all different facets so he can be able to
do all this stuff at once.
Delegate all of it at once.
Well, what do you think about that, Cyhi? Being an MC of your caliber, do you think a person can call themselves the greatest if other people wrote for them?
Well, my theory is you have to conquer rap first. So it's okay, like for Drake, for instance, your first 2 albums you can't have a person write for you.
Okay.
But after you done won the Grammys, you done conquer rap. Because what I seen that made me realize what was going on is going to the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like Sam Smith walk on stage or like Christina Aguilera, and it's like 15 people behind her that she want to thank that helped write the song.
Mm-hmm.
But in hip hop, it only could be you and the engineer.
Right.
Like you can't outthink 15 writers with you and the engineer. You got 9th grade education. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, how you gonna outthink all these people? So it's like
some of the greatest albums have always been a collaborative effort.
For sure.
So like
Absolutely.
I said,
and I think hip hop grew up, and I think if the old school, my old heads, me and the guys that I love coming up, if KRS-One and Run of Them and Kane and Rakim and all of them would have thought on the scale of an R&B artist, they would still be around making records today.
Yeah.
Because we are of the mindset, no, an MC writes his own shit. Like you don't bite nobody's shit. You don't. Nobody could come in and say this lyric.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
against the fucking rules of an MC. When an MC was first born, part of the rules were it's you.
Right.
You're the MC. Nobody's collaborating on this shit.
This is for you.
And I think people, first of all, Puff was one of the first people that really turned that around, and then Foxy and Kim and everybody, behind them. But Puff was like, I'm going to rhyme on this, but I ain't writing this shit. I ain't no MC. So the ghostwriter became prevalent in hip hop, and it was a quiet thing, right?
Well, I think a lot of people don't know, like, I say some artists speak for the culture and some artists speak to the culture. Now, like, to me, some artists speak to the culture like, hey, this is what we doing, this is what we got, this is what y'all should be doing, rollies, whatever, boom, boom. Then there's some artists that speak for the culture like, hey, this is what hip-hop's about, this is what's going on. So I feel like they look at that as, if I'm going to speak for the culture to white America or middle America, I need to bring guys in that's a part of the culture to come ask them, hey, what you think the culture I should say, or what do you think? That's how he looks at it. He don't look at it like I'm rapping to a bunch of niggas in the inner city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He
right.
past that. It's like all these white people at my show. It's like, okay, what can I tell them about our people that'll make them look at it? Oh, black people are amazing.
I'm talking to the whole world.
So I'm talking to the whole world.
Well, shit, one of the greatest albums that ever came out was The Chronic, and that was a collaborative effort.
Exactly.
And if anybody think Dre did that by himself, he's a goddamn
Well, that's
fool.
the thing about it. It's
you had
like,
Scott Storch producing on that. You had fucking Dillinger producing on that.
Yeah.
You had Dre producing on that. You had a lot of people writing on that.
Corrupt
Corrupt was in the room.
Snoop,
Everybody was in the room. Snoop said everybody was in them sessions. Warren G has lyrics on there that he don't even get credit for.
Right.
Everybody wrote. Dre don't write rhymes
At all. Well, that's
No.
the thing. You got to choose. Like, do you want to hear the dopest verse you ever heard from one person ever, or do you want to have the greatest song you ever heard in your life?
But you can have both.
You can have both.
You can have
You
both.
can have both, but the collaborative effort speaks to, like, this song is going to sound dope. You're going to like the words, but without all these people, this song might not be the song that it is right now that you've been playing for 20, 30 years.
That's why it touches so many people, because so many people got an opinion on it. It's like a lot of guys, man, grew up in a little neighborhood. They ain't really left their neighborhood until they got some money.
Right.
So if you to touch a lot of different and broad people, if you got a lot of people in there giving you different opinions, different, walks of life.
Perspective on how things are.
Some people from college. Like when we were doing Yeezus, that's how it was. Like a lot of different, because at first he didn't want to say I'm a God. He thought it was going to offend a lot of people. I'm like, man. And Farnsworth Bentley was in there going at him like, nah, man, you can't say this.
Right, yeah,
Like, cause he's very
yeah.
spiritual. And I'm arguing with Farnsworth, like, what you trying to say, Farnsworth? We don't love the Lord?
Yeah.
Oh, you think because your pastor, we just don't ask for offering.
Right.
This man still did Jesus Walks. He rapped that shit in front of Beanie Siegel and State Property, Diplomats, and Rockefeller.
Right.
If you walk in the studio and rap Jesus Walks in front of them 3 people, I can't tell you nothing. I can't, no pun intended. But, I can't tell that man nothing. That's courage, bro.
Yeah,
especially in that
absolutely.
time.
And especially coming up in
yeah.
a time when they did not want you to rap.
Right.
That's what
Not
people
even-
forget about Kanye West. They was like, nah, make
Let alone
beats.
rap about
Right.
Jesus.
Right. They
Jesus,
was like,
yeah.
make beats.
Right.
That's what you do, make beats. The first time I met Kanye West was at a club. I was actually one of the promoters on a club in New York called Mars 2112. And he came through and he couldn't get in. And they was holding him outside, and he was like, hey, man, hey, Ed Lover. I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm Kanye West. I was like, oh, Kanye, oh. Get my man in this club.
Right.
I was like, that boy is dope. That boy's a dope-ass producer. Get that boy in the club.
Yeah.
And brought his ass right in the club, man. So they didn't want him to rhyme, man. Jay didn't even really believe in Kanye as a rap artist. Dame did.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen to Big Brother was, the Big
Yeah.
Brother record. Jay didn't believe in
Yeah.
Kanye West like that. Dame signed Kanye to Rockefeller.
Yeah.
See that, and that's the biggest
He had
thing.
to prove himself.
That's the biggest thing. Like a lot of people don't know. They ask me about the relationship because
Right,
Jay
of
and
course.
Ye, I know both of them. But see, that's Ye chip on his shoulder. Like at the end of the day, y'all really did. I'm just an overachiever.
Right.
So keep letting me overachieve. It's like he'd be like, man, I overachieve, so I feel like people should believe in me now. And for him to have to still like fight for simple
Respect.
stuff.
Yeah.
and
He
respect,
feel like
you know
he's
what I mean?
supposed to
It's just
have.
like
Right.
that's what be driving him crazy. Like,
No, I get it because I mean,
there's a certain level of
Yeah,
respect that should
yeah,
come with what you put down and what you have done as an artist. For any artist in any genre of whatever you do,
Yeah.
you gotta feel like that.
well, that's the other side of the thing, right? Like people talk about the Jay and Kanye beef, but when you listen to that interview that Jay did with the New York Times the other day, he said it's a complicated relationship with me and Kanye. It's always going to be love, but it's a complicated relationship, and that's the other part of the complication. Like you said, like Jay probably didn't all the way believe like that.
No, he
And
didn't.
Jay-
He
and-
absolutely didn't.
And so Kanye is looking at it like, hey, bro, like you said, like I overachieved. I did this shit and a whole hell of a lot more. Like, maybe there's things that Jay had with him that he felt like, yo, I'm kind of like, respect me too. Like, I respect you.
But they relationship ain't even that. Their relationship is like, it's money. Like Jay is a real businessman.
For
People
sure.
forget he was a
I'm
dope
not a
dealer.
businessman. I'm a
Before that.
businessman.
But Ye don't care about the money
At all. He's just trying to
So
do his
it's
art.
just like they're going to tour together. They might get $2 million for the show. Ye want to spend $1.5 million on the stage.
on the newsstand, right?
Right.
just to buy extra speakers, stage, lights.
right.
What it sounds sonically
yeah,
is
Jay
important.
like, man, y'all don't put the DJ back down.
yeah, like, bro, like I got to buy
Let's
these
go.
Basquiat's and these other motherfuckers. Like, you talking about taking all the bread
Yeah.
to
Right.
put on this
Stage. So that's their whole beef. It ain't
Right.
nothing else.
It's just how do you fit in to the equation of coming up at Cyhi, getting with good music? Are you still with good music?
Yeah. We're still family. It just I had to move my distribution.
So you
somewhere
moved the
else.
distribution off of good music.
Yeah.
Why?
What Def Jam? Because they were Def Jam.
Oh.
Def Jam thing more than a good
yeah,
music.
it's a
thing.
Def Jam issue more than good
What
music.
were the issues you had with Def Jam?
I mean, just I got signed to Def Jam with Akon and Boo,
Okay.
but they didn't like the music I was doing. So once L.A. Reid and that regime left, I was still trying to get it done, but they wanted me to kind of just keep doing what I was doing because Kanye was like their cash cow or whatnot.
Right.
So I just, got my money up, got a few lawyers, get me out the situation. And I like what Trav is doing. Like, Trav is family to us, but his situation is on Sony. So I just moved my situation to Sony as well. And if you see, my album came out. You know what I'm saying?
All good so far.
Yeah, because how is it being a dude with as much talent as you have and have to wait for Big Brother to put their music out, and then you were like, well, I'm ready.
Like I said, I ain't really I'm not really a fame seeker. Like, I like my music to be out, you know what I'm saying? But I've been that guy since I've been in kindergarten. So I really didn't have to like jump in the picture or ask when I'm gonna come out. Ooh. And then it's like when he put an album out, it's like me putting an album out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't know if I ever sell those amount of records on my own,
But I'm on all them albums.
yeah,
so.
but I definitely know you gonna sell them.
Right. So it's a good look no matter how you slice it.
Now if it was just a mediocre artist, then I'd be like,
Like, all right,
I want to get my own thing about. But you talking about the biggest artists in the world, like you right with Michael Jackson, it's
Right.
Yeah.
Like his shine is your shine.
Exactly.
By default, no
Yeah,
matter
even
what.
25% of his shine is bigger than
yeah.
100% of anybody else's shine you could
Right.
be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So, yeah.
So now No Dope on Sunday is out. How long did it take you to do this record?
No Dope on Sunday is about a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah, about a year and a half. Just to, because I got about 5-10 different versions of every song. So I just keep going over them and add the drums here, take them out here, put them over here, put this singer on.
With
and all
different
like that.
lyrics and different everything?
Yeah, different lyrics. Some of them got different lyrics. Some of them got different harmonies, a lot of different things. So we just tried different beat switches, change ups, all that type of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, trial and error.
You sit with a record and then decide you don't like it, or you want to do something different, or you just say, fuck it, the sound is old now.
Nah, so me, I kind of get the 10, 12, 15 stories or records that I want to put together, and I start looking for the beats to go with them. And once I get the beats, I start writing the stories on top of them, and that's how it kind of comes all together. So I already kind of knew what I wanted it to be about, what these songs wanted to be about. I just had to find a production that actually fit these concepts and these stories.
How difficult was that?
It's not difficult anymore because no, it's not difficult anymore because I set up on the Ye for a long time, so I know how to make. Like I did this whole album from scratch,
Okay.
so I know how to make the music. Like I've, kind of the cheat code.
I mean, yeah, that's the
You know what I mean? But I
want.
just figured like being in there, understanding the dialogue, understanding the terminology to be able to talk to the producer or talk to the engineer. That's the most important part. Like knowing what a tom, a 909 is, 808, filters and delays.
Right.
That's the hardest part. Once you know all that, you can tell them, hey, do this, sample this at this tempo. I want this type of snare. Boom, boom, boom. Filter this, and then that's.
Well, I guess that's the difference between a musician and a rapper, right? Like when you know the craft, when you know about the technical aspect of what it is you're doing outside of just going in the bar and spitting booth.
You know who else knows that? And it shocked me, but it didn't shock me. Diddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you always look at Diddy, he don't do nothing. You just think he just. You know what I'm saying? But he really knows.
Oh, no, he knows his
yeah,
shit.
He
Like,
knows the music. He
Yes,
knows
for real. He's not playing. I was like,
Right.
okay, Diddy, you a legend for real.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
You know
Diddy
what I'm
ain't
saying?
just sitting there twisting a knob and then taking half your publishing.
Right,
he, really
right.
Know, he really know his shit.
Yeah, now you can see like when he be wanting publishing from the records, why he get it.
Right.
Like, because you didn't really think of that. That was really Diddy. You
Diddy's
just-
idea.
You just programmed it into the machine.
Right.
And made
Right.
it what it was.
Oh, he's a
so.
conceptual motherfucker,
I mean,
too.
look what he did with American Gangster for Jay. Like him and putting Sean C and the Hitman to get back together, or the new Hitman together, and crafting that whole sound. Like
That
Yeah.
was hard.
Puff, man, it's hard.
That
bro.
shit was
Like,
hard as
That's one of his
American,
best albums.
Yeah, American Gangster is that work.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
playing that
Fuck,
joint last
look what
week.
he did
like,
with Life After Death.
Yeah.
Look what he did with
Yeah,
Life
that-
After
Those
Death.
are movies.
That's a
Those are-
non-skippable
those are-
album.
I
You
know.
listen
Yeah.
to that motherfucker all
Straight
the
down.
way.
And
It's
you know what's
real.
crazy? You could kind of tell on that album, you could kind of tell Biggie was looking at Pac like, man, I want to rap more songs like that.
Right.
But at that time, Diddy had you.
He's going
Coke,
to
Right.
Make
bottles,
sure.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
When
When
I
I-
push
when-
you the other direction.
When I heard Biggie say, I ain't met a nigga broke as me. I like that.
When I was young, I had to pair of leads.
Besides that.
That right there was
Yeah.
like, okay, now he telling this ghetto
Right.
ass story,
Right.
humbling ass story. Like at
Right.
first, I didn't hear that from. You might have heard.
No,
it a little
nah,
bit,
nah,
But
you
it was
didn't
like
hear a lot
beat
of
you
that.
down to the side.
Yeah,
Like,
you didn't get
They
a
go
lot
that
of
nigga
that.
with the fake. Bow. Why you punch me in my face?
Stay in your place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you got the real
That's
Life
when-
After
yeah,
Death.
like
You
he
got
got-
That's when I was
giving
like,
today's
damn,
agenda.
yeah.
Got the suitcase up in the central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some
Word to
joints,
stretch. I
man.
bet they pussy. Yeah, that's when you got Biggie really.
Told him pass me
'Cause it's-
gasoline, the nigga passed me kerosene.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff the early Biggie was talking about as a youngster, I couldn't really get it because I didn't know all
He's
these
a New
all
York,
these
New
things.
York,
songs
skip,
is right.
New
He got
York
his
stick
money.
up kid.
I didn't know what
Right.
escargot was.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but the very, very early Biggie was the stick-up kid with the army jacket on that want to snatch your baby mother nameplate
Yeah, yeah.
and all that.
Wow.
Puff made him Gucci and Versace and
Right.
sunglasses. That was Puff's idea to do
When
that.
I rock it and drop her, I'm taking her donakas.
Yeah, that was Biggie. That's what
he
Biggie wanted to do.
Wow.
Give me the
Wow.
loot. Give me the loot.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that's a single Biggie wanted to release.
Yeah.
Puff was like, nah, we need a radio record. Nigga, take this juicy beat.
Yeah, he know this.
And he's like, nah, he thought it was soft. He was like, nah, that them two made shit is soft as fuck. Big was like, and Puff was like, nah, still give me the street shit, but just do it over this shit, and I'm gonna put a dope ass hook on it, and we gonna make it rock out.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did. Why the title No Dope on Sunday?
Well, I kind of
Was
wanted
that
to find,
experience talk right there?
yeah, definitely. I definitely wanted to show my spiritual
Niggas
side.
I know sold dope on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean,
I know sold dope every day. They give a fuck.
yeah, but see, that was on a lower level than I feel like I was operating on with the dudes I was operating with. But at the end of the day, it's not even about like too much about my street.
You
life.
can talk. The statute of limitations
Yeah,
is up.
yeah. No, but it's not more so about that. It's more so about I was trying to find a way of showing my spirituality, but also my street life and kind of blending them.
Right.
Because it was that, like I got partners in prison and partners that been shot, and they level of discerning or they level of counseling with their spiritual advisor is like the reason why they got 15 years versus me just not getting nothing.
Right.
There's just certain missions I wasn't gonna go on, and niggas used to be picking on me. We had to fight about it because like, I would get out the car on a drive-by mission.
Right.
No, I ain't. With
I'm not
this
with
nigga.
this.
Yeah, this sound like some sucker shit.
Let me out the car.
Right.
Yeah, and then I had to. They come back after they done shot this shit up, mad at me. We gotta go to the front yard and get
Right.
to scrapping with them, like just to show them, like, bro, I ain't no sucker. I
don't
ain't
wanna
finna
go-
go do 20 years.
I'm not trying to go shoot
no
people.
sucker shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
No
an ounce
wild,
of weed.
like,
Like,
yeah.
I just ain't gonna do that one now. They hit
Right.
you for a brick, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Right.
certain
But-
things I just was weighing, and I thought that's where my spirituality just came in. Like, God just, hey, nah, not this one. This ain't the one for you. Nah, don't go over there with this one. This girl ain't good. Yeah, your partner hitting her. Don't get mad.
Right.
Let your partner have her. That ain't yours.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like certain things I was going through where most niggas, if your best friend, you walk in the house and your best friend hitting your girl,
You gonna
have a sucker stroke.
Yeah,
You gonna,
right.
like, y'all get to fight. You got a
Yeah.
pistol on your way. He got one. Boom, boom. It's all over with.
Yeah.
All over because your girl and I love this girl.
Right.
But I knew, just being able to have the spiritual advisor I had, I knew that ain't me. You got a
Right.
longer journey.
And that's not on you. It's
Yeah.
on her.
Yeah,
And that's on him.
You can't throw your life away because of something
Yeah.
stupid she did.
But
or
I've seen
something-
the same scenarios where a partner might hit my partner girl, and,
And
my
and
partner
somebody gotta-
beat the living crap.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
bruh.
shoot him.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
one of my partner got assault charge for catching a dude in the house with his girl. So it's just like, certain ways. It was just like, man, certain things I was staying out of, and certain, man, I'm talking about, rest in peace, Eddie Long, man. We got caught with like 30 bags of weed. And I don't know if y'all remember this. I was at Jagged Edge house, one of the members from Jagged Edge, back in the day, about 8 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It was all over MTV and everything. So,
Wingo?
Huh? No, it was Kyle.
Oh, Kyle. Okay, Kyle.
yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
one of
Kyle,
his
right,
friends
right,
left
right,
something
right.
at his house, and crazy thing is he passed away, rest in peace. And it's like we had to go to jail for it, and it was like the only thing that got us out. Man, I felt like I was just praying. And then Eddie Long sent his chaplain over. Eddie Long paid the bond, everything.
Wow.
Exactly.
That is
real.
big. Because you
So-
probably wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just, by the grace of God, I got a lot of things. So I just want to give other guys that if I could save one life, I'm Gucci.
For sure.
So yeah, that's what No Dope on Sundays really is. But
Uh-huh.
it is an unwritten rule when a nigga call you on Sunday, boy, I want my mama, boy, I want my, the niggas with their kids.
Right.
Man. You know, that's the one day you got to give to the fam. So I just want to, it's always been an unwritten rule in my life. So I just want to kind of, or in the hood. So I just want to bring it to the forefront.
Right.
And make a dope concept out of it.
I got one. I don't want to keep you too long. I got one last question though, 'cause we're gonna get them bars about you like
Okay,
SZ.
nah.
But I've seen you perform for a long time, like since back in probably like 2009, 2010, like Smith's Old Bar and like places around Atlanta. And to me, your stage show has always been pretty impressive.
Mhm.
And I feel like a lot of artists come out, they might have a popping record and they see him on stage.
It'd be
and
terrible.
the stage show is slop.
Right,
It's
right.
no
Terrible.
presence. They don't sound right. They don't have the wind for it.
Mhm.
So what? I just want you to speak on, perfecting your stage show, or what your process was for performance and showing up in front of a live audience and doing what you do.
Man, I took everything I did as a youngster serious. So people don't know this, but I have so many secrets to my success. So my win come from, I used to run track. I was a very great track and field guy. I went to the Junior Olympics twice. So I used to run a lot, so I understand how to breathe when I'm on stage and when I'm performing. I used to be in a dance group, so I kind of got a little rhythm, so I can, you know what I mean? I ain't just too stiff, you know what I'm saying? And then, the word of God just come over me when I'm on stage, so it kind of like, it's just like me just letting loose, me being who I am. I mean, I don't have to fake be tough. You know what I'm saying? All the dudes backstage is tough.
It's tough, right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here to do my art.
I got enough tough brothers with me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me be an artist.
Yeah. So, that's just my biggest thing, just being, just doing sports growing up, understanding how to breathe on stage, because you are up there for 45 minutes. Well,
People take that part for granted.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do that.
And you got to remember all your words, because I don't rap with
that's the other part.
Words.
You got a lot of verses.
Yeah. So,
how do you remember all them verses, bro? Do you ever have to go back and listen to the song again just to remember the verses?
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, I only listen to my music. I don't listen, cause to me, I hear other music. Like, I might have heard Kendrick album, I heard Drake album, heard Joey Badass.
People playing it, but not.
Or they'll play it for me. Or I have to pull up that Jay-Z album. But I won't listen to it.
In your own life.
I just won't repeat it, because you got to think about it. Kendrick and Drake and shit, they have melodies that'll stick to you like instantly. You use it 3 times, you go do a song, you like, damn, that was a Drake melody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why you hear so many artists may sound like other artists, like even like a guy like my partner Lucci. A lot of dudes sound like him because, or Future, a lot of people feel like, to sing, because that's all you listen to. You know what I mean? So I don't listen to no other rap. I might listen to like country music. I love listening to country because they got dope concepts. They writing might not be the best, but they got the dopest concepts. Then I listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of gospel. I think gospel is one of the dopest, genres.
Shout out Lecrae. Shout out to Lecrae.
Yeah, for sure.
Lecrae's super dope too. So I think, in a nutshell, man, all those things is kind of what, I think got me to where I am today.
When did you start wearing the collar?
I did it for the album. I wanted to, show this is what this album is. This is a testimonial album, but also you'll be able to find salvation in it. You'll be able to find some relatable parts of it that'll be like, dang, I went through this too. Like, my DMs encourage me to wear this thing even more.
Because the people
What's your
get
DMs
it.
look like? Tell me about your DMs,
just,
bro.
man, I got to go meet dudes with brain cancer. This dude was playing. I'm his brother's favorite rapper. He got in the car accident. He in a coma, but his hands twitch when he played my music on his shoulder.
Oh, wow.
Like, he just put the phone on his shoulder and just play it, and he'll just see his hands twitch. Like, it's stuff like 2-time felons. Pastors be hitting me. Females be like, man, I've been trying to get my fiance to get more, and into his spirit. He out there in the street, but he love your album, and he be seeing he see what I'm saying when I be saying, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay. He ain't never even been to the church.
Right.
He'll probably never get close to it. They ain't think about praying about nothing. But I seen all my partners who didn't want to go to church with me. But when they took a bullet, the first person they called,
Jesus.
Praise God, help me get out of this. Yeah.
Right.
who you call? You need to call 911, bro. Call 911. Don't try to call my partner in them now. I've been trying to introduce you to my partner for a minute.
Well, wow.
Right, don't call my
nigga
partner.
Yeah, you want to call my partner. All right, bro.
Man, how hard is it to stick to what you really believe in as an artist when everybody's coming at you like, you know what, Cyhi, man, we'll put it out, man. You would be crazy. Just do this trap. Just do it. How hard is it to say, no, I'm Cyhi The Prince. I'm a dope MC. I have concepts. This is what I want to do.
It's hard for those who are impatient. Like, I always knew I was gonna win eventually. You know what I'm saying? I just knew I was on an all-star team. And, when you got KD, Steph, all of them in the starting lineup, you might have to be the sixth man on the bench or something. But it's like me. I always knew who I was. I always been I feel like a child prodigy in somewhat. So I knew it was just a matter of time. You just can't out-rap me like that. So it's just like now these days, a lot of dudes don't even rap like that no more. So
True.
I would just took it upon myself like, oh, okay, now I can just fill this void that I feel like is because when you listen to Kendrick, it's a lot of he's getting more so into the song making part as well.
Right.
I think just straight
Rapping.
bars. I think we don't do that a lot. I mean, I think it's lost.
It's coming back a little bit though.
Yeah, now it's coming back,
I mean, it's
yeah.
guys like you've been doing. What's the kid? Jid,
like
Earth Gang, like them boys. Them
Yeah, and they from the
South.
And they from
Crit
they from Atlanta.
Crit
like,
is nasty.
Yeah,
too.
Crit,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
spitters.
absolutely. Rhapsody's album is
Rhapsody
incredible.
album is fire.
I'm just
Like,
waiting for somebody, please, America, if you listen to this podcast, please give 3D Nati a listen.
Yeah,
that
she's
woman
fire
is
too. Yeah.
fire.
Oh, yeah, that's my-
yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah, 3D.
Gee,
Look,
that
that's
girl
my girl.
fire.
She didn't let me do an album though.
Let's put it out there into
Yeah.
the
Come on.
universe.
Yeah, I'll make her sound like, cause she can rap. The thing about her is like she just need the right beats for her to come up with these dope concepts. Cause she's one of them people where I used to say, the girls these days don't know how to make Love Is Blind.
Right.
They ain't make like if you
Yeah.
listen to Nicki or you listen to Cardi, they more
They
like
think they
yeah,
all
yeah,
got to
yeah,
do that
right,
though.
Lil' Kim kinda
Right,
like-
all the
Where's
women that come out now think they got to follow Little Kim. Well, not
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
Yeah,
Well, not
yeah,
and not
but-
3D.
Yeah,
either.
but
But
like
where's the real
Rhapsody-
concepts that speak to women? That's some MC shit.
Because
Right.
Rhapsody, you could tell she hang with the fellas too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
a
yeah.
girl, like a real girl, like Nate, 3D is more of a girly girl to me, like real
Yes.
girly girl. So,
She can spit too.
and if
God
she can
damn.
give you those girly girls issues that girls go through with guys and not just, something you just flaunt how good you look, I think
Right.
she would be able to put out incredible album.
And she from the hood, so the first
From the
couple of
hood.
projects she put out, she really spitting that fire about the way she grew up in the hood.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
really
she
do
did.
need a dope
Yeah.
producer to get in her
Yeah.
ear and say, "Okay, you've done that. You've conquered that. People know that. Now let's get you into female mode."
I say it all the time, man. That first album, that one artist, one producer.
Yeah,
the Snoop and Dre, the
Right.
Clips and Neptunes, the like get that syncopation with somebody, with one producer that gets
Well,
it
you know
and put out
Nas fucked that up. Because
What?
before
Oh, yeah, yeah,
before
yeah, that's
Illmatic,
how-
everybody
yeah,
was
everyone
one
was one
producer.
producer, right,
It was
yeah.
LL and Rick Rubin.
And Rick Rubin, right?
It
yeah,
was running
those-
them and Rick Rubin.
That's how you
It
get
wasn't-
those classic
Nas went
albums
and got
like that, like-
LES, give me Q-Tip, give me
right,
Pete
yeah,
Rock.
and it
give
worked
me
out for him.
It
Oh,
worked
it worked
out.
out like a
Crazy
charm
for
for
But
him.
then and then Jay double back with Reasonable Doubt. And
These
did
are
it.
right,
Right.
yeah, because he had Ski did a lot of that,
Ski.
Primo did a lot of that, Clark Kent did
Clark
a bunch
did a
of them
lot of that
joints.
shit.
Irv Gotti.
Yeah,
Irv
Irv Gotti
Gotti,
did
yeah,
joints on
they
there,
did
yeah,
that. They did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, a lot, and then X did too, but X only kept it to like 3 or 4, maybe 4 tops.
And not for nothing, we was talking about this the other day with my homie. Like you would say Swizz and X, but PK and Dame Grease did a lot
Dame
of that.
Grease
first
did a lot of that. Dark
Dark
and
as
Hell is Hot.
Like that first album, Swizz only had
But that's
like
why I said there's
one or-
only like three people
yeah,
on that
yeah. I
whole
think Swizz
album.
only
He
had
didn't-
1 or 2
He
records
didn't
on
go
that
get
album.
5 or 6 joints.
Right.
DMX, boy. Man, I used to think he was one of the greatest things living, bro.
Man, I was at a bar and Slippin' came on, and I damn near wanted to cry.
That's
I
what
was
I'm trying to
like,
say.
Man, this
That's what I
nigga-
think.
Dark and Hell is Hot is still one of my favorite
Oh.
albums of all time.
That's why I want. That's what I want my album to feel like. Like you can go back to it all the time and get those feelings that nostalgic feel,
feeling,
that
yeah.
time. Like, man, that shit's timeless. So,
Yeah.
like, even when I listen to Good Kid, Mad City, when I listen to it
Yeah,
in L.A.,
and it's
have you ever
different.
listened to it in
It's
LA?
different.
It's a different album in
different.
LA.
It's different.
Album,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
different.
man.
Yeah.
It just fit the weather,
everything,
the vibe, the
Well, for me,
Yeah.
being an OG and understanding exactly what he was talking about on Good Kid, Mad City,
Yeah.
being that I've stomped around in Compton with Crips and Bloods and
Yeah.
Pyrus and had an old girl on Pyru Street. They used to give me a pass to come through whenever I felt like it. I knew exactly. It was when I touched down to LA, it was from the OGs on both sides. Ed Lover's untouchable. You don't
Yeah.
fuck with Ed, even a young nigga. But then they used to tell me, Ed, be careful. 'cause
Don't
some of
fuck
these
around,
young
though, 'cause
niggas
they
are
don't-
crazy.
yeah,
so don't get out of hand.
Right.
But
You
motherfuckers know, the shot callers in every hood know that you're untouchable. So listening to this kid's album from that perspective that he gave it to me from is utterly amazing and a
Right.
fantastic piece of work.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your work, No Dope
Yes.
on Sundays, is a fucking fantastic piece
Yeah,
of work,
Thank
bro.
you, man. Thank
Easy.
you.
I've been a
you.
fan of yours since I met you, but
Right.
this album, bro, you put your stamp on hip hop like, hey, I'm not just the sixth man on the bench.
Right. I come in and drop 50,
Right, yeah,
40,
yeah,
and
right.
10.
And you be
Right.
looking around.
I'm Kyrie Irving.
Exactly.
I left the Cavaliers. I have my own team now.
Exactly.
And I think the part that made me like it even more is that it came so late in the year. It was like everybody did whatever y'all gonna do. Everybody put out their shit. You know, Jay put out his shit, and Kendrick came out, and a whole bunch of people that came out, and then it's like no dope on Sunday.
Yeah.
And, it's
And
like,
I also feel like your shit is organic.
Right.
I feel like every feature I feel like I heard on your album is like I felt like, okay, that's a natural thing that happened. Like I felt like Push belonged there. Ty Dolla $ign belongs on that record. I didn't feel like you was reaching.
Right,
a lot
right,
of
right.
artists reach because the record company puts that pressure on them. You know, God damn, we gotta get Wayne.
Right,
And Wayne don't fit.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? You might have
Exactly.
a good record and get some radio play, and then 2 months, 3 months later, people have moved on to some other shit. Your shit is not classic at all.
And you know, it's crazy. A lot of the guys, I did have options on the songs, like you said, but I wanted to make sure they fit. So I got some records that got, you know, a lot of other artists. You was like, man, that didn't make the album. But I was like, I'm going to have to save it or put it out some other time because I wanted it. Like, I actually picked those characters because I wanted it to, like, I understood what 2 Chainz go through when, you know what I'm saying, he went through his situation or Schoolboy Q.
I'm glad you put Q on there, man.
Yeah,
I love Q,
like,
man.
Because
I
Schoolboy
love
Q
dog.
always, every time we got together, you know, he got this joking vibe to him, but he reminded me of somebody I would have rolled with as a youngster. Like, we would have fought together, prayed together, ate together. Like, it would just been my best partner. So I think him illustrating that is dope. Then just to have 80s Baby and then have BJ the Chicago Kid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Jagged Edge.
So had them work, Jagged.
That Jagged Edge song
Jagged Edge
is
go hard.
Because that's why I was telling them, I was like, man, I hate when R&B
Well, shit, he went to jail with him. He should have put him on the
Yeah,
record.
that's why I really got it, because they
There's that.
understood the plight. But I don't like when R&B artists only sing about loving a girl.
Right. There's something you can do other things with your voice that speak another
especially
message.
Jagged Edge shit. They
Like Marvin Gaye was, you know, they did
Yeah.
like
Mercy, Mercy Me and all that.
everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Harold
So,
Melvin and the Blue Notes. Hell
now they
yeah.
want to do a whole album like that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay,
That's-
cool,
yeah,
let's go in.
That's the way to come back.
Yeah, just come
We
back.
don't
Come
put
back
that
like
out
that.
in the atmosphere for you to produce 3D 19. I'm gonna get all up in her.
yeah.
Matter of fact, when we finish editing this damn podcast, I'm gonna make sure I send her a copy of this. I'm like, yo, sign.
And everybody who's listening to this right now, hop in her mentions, hop on her
Yeah.
Instagram,
Right.
and let her
I'm
know.
gonna say, Cyhi, I want to work with you, man.
Yeah, let's do
really
it.
consider that because you dope and he dope. I like to hear what comes out of that shit right there. Now,
Right.
before you go, bro, you gotta give me 16, man. Come on, come on, bro. You gotta give me 16.
Man, I don't really got nothing, but
You gotta give me 16.
man, I'm so instrumental to the instrumental. Make your favorite rapper wish he never pinched a pencil. You can't pull my card unless I'm paying for incidentals. You niggas softer than the lady that I'm intimate to when she in a swimsuit. I'm the most influential nigga in the venue. Don't let that shit offend you. Now makes Prince continue. Here's a menu. I'm serving food for thought without the cooking utensils. This is culinary. Prison love me like I'm commissary. Children love me like I'm Tom and Jerry. Christians love me like the son of Mary. The only people who ain't fucking with the kid is at the monastery. I'm so sick, they won't even Obamacare me. Rhyme with the same chopper that Osama carried. Niggas hating on the side, we call that commentary. And if you hanging with a hater, you an honorary. Went from paying bonds to being stock owners. They threw them rocks at us. I guess the block stoned us. Trap house full of flies, but we don't never kill them cause I know the feeling of somebody putting a SWAT on you. You can ask them niggas out and lie on you. Glaucoma so enough to clear your glaucoma. That's it. I ain't got no.
What else can we say, man? Cyhi The Prince. This is Come On Son, the podcast, man. Y'all keep God first. Everything else will fall into place.
Hey.
Yeah, we'll talk at you, with you, to you, and about your ass on this next podcast. Cyhi, thank you, my brother.
Hey, thanks, Ed, man. I'm glad y'all had me, man. Cyhi, no dope on Sundays. Go get that right now.
Right now. Now get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Hey.
Come on, son. This Ed Lover podcast is being done in conjunction with Cigars International. Make sure you check out cigarsinternational.com for all your cigar needs.
This episode of Come On Son, the podcast, is produced and engineered by co-executive producers Kimana Paulus and Krista Hayes. Recorded at Mean Street Studios in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. This is an official Loudspeakers Network podcast.